This morning, the Carolinas and the world of motorsports remembering legendary promoter Humpy Wheeler. The Belmont native died yesterday at the age of 86. Wheeler was widely known as the face of Charlotte Motor Speedway after serving as president for more than 30 years. Wheeler transformed Charlotte Motor Speedway into one of NASCAR's premier venues and significant economic driver for the sport and the area. His leadership created memories for families to never forget.
The best way to describe Humpy, when you hear people talk about one of a kind or they broke the mold, that would be Humpy Wheeler, which is ironic because Humpy hated cliches. Having worked with him for several years, it was one of those things where whenever he did an interview or ever he was looking at something that you'd written, if it had a cliche in it, he didn't like it. He always wanted to be original, and he was certainly that. I think his legacy here for Charlotte Motor Speedway is going to be one where he did so much to not only inspire the staff but inspired fans. He got so many people excited about NASCAR. He was very proud of the role that he had for really not just the 3 decades here, but even preceding that, of doing things to get people passionate about racing and passionate about NASCAR. He was one of those people, one of those rare people that was as comfortable talking to the old men at the country store as he was talking to the CEOs in the boardroom in downtown Charlotte. He could identify with anybody, and anybody felt like they could identify with him. And I think that's one of the things that was really part of his appeal. He was always creative and always pushing the staff here at the track alongside Bruton Smith to do more and to always keep the fans at the center of what our efforts were and what we were always thinking about. So I think that's going to be the legacy that's going to go with him. And I know our thoughts and prayers are certainly with Patty and Tripp, his children, and his entire family, his wife Pat. So today is it's a bittersweet day, but it's great to see a lot of people doing a lot of things to remember a great man. And I have no doubt that right now he's in heaven with God, coming up with ideas on how to increase attendance up there. So.
Humpy Wheeler retired as president of Charlotte Motor Speedway in 2008. He wrote a memoir called Growing Up NASCAR. He is part of the NASCAR Hall of Fame class for 2026 and the North Carolina Boxing Hall of Fame in 1992. And all the night races you see in NASCAR now, that's Wheeler's idea. The sport's first ever night race was held at Charlotte Motor Speedway in 1992. Larry Sprinkle joining us now. Larry, you knew him personally.
Long time, yeah.
Long time. And
yeah.
Lisa and I were talking about this. Why do they call him
How
Humpy?
did they get the name Humpy?
Yeah.
You know, you say that like it's John or whatever, just it's so natural, but it's a crazy story. Humpy, H.A. Humpy Wheeler, he's a junior. His father, H.A. Wheeler Sr., was a football player in high school. And at one point during practice, the coach caught his dad smoking Camel cigarettes. On the package of Camel cigarettes is a camel with a hump. So his friends started calling him Humpy.
The dad?
The dad. So he became Humpy Jr., and it just stuck with him his entire life. Yeah, it's a crazy story.
All because of his father smoking Camel cigarettes.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But I mean, Humpy Wheeler was an amazing human being. He was a genuinely great. I mean, I tell you what, you talk about a gentleman, he really was.
Yes.
He was a character. I mean, he was full of life, positive attitude, and was always in motion. He always had an idea. Always had so many. One of the things that he was a promotional genius. They actually, before one of the Coca-Cola 600 races, had Grenada was an invasion back in 1983. It was an actual Army and Marine Corps invasion of an island in Grenada. Spurred on by a big incident down there. So he restaged that with troops coming in, and it was like a whole recreation of the invasion of Grenada before the race.
Oh, wow.
That's one of the amazing things. He had a guy named Jimmy the Greek, who took a bus and drove it in the air over 20 cars before a race.
Oh, wow.
He always had these amazing ideas. I think one of his most brilliant ideas was condos at the Speedway. If you go out to the Charlotte Motor Speedway, you see condos out there. He built those back in the 80s, and they were very successful. There are people that live at the Speedway year-round in condos out there.
Oh my goodness!
I mean, it's just one innovative thing after another. There's so many to even mention, but the lights at the Speedway, the infill, rebuilt the infill. Smith Towers, the big office complex with the Speedway Club.
Right.
Humpy's responsible for that.
Wow.
Just
What a
great
creative,
man,
yeah.
and just a wonderful human being, and what a legacy he left. And what a great friend too.
For sure.
You gotta love him.
All right, Larry Sprinkle, thanks
Thank
so
you.
much for your
Thank you.
insights.